Hello friends. In this video, we will learn how to do installation at BTS end. Before climbing on tower, technician needs to wear safety belt, helmet and safety shoes. Being a senior member of team, engineer needs to ensure that technician has worn the safety belt properly and all the hooks are fitted well. Now, let us see how to climb on tower. Technician needs to ensure that both the safety clamps are hooked onto the tower before taking next step on tower ladder to climb upward or downward. To carry equipment at tower, team uses rope to pull the equipment one by one. Once all the required equipment reach the tower, technician will mount L-clamp first and then will fix sector antenna and ODU on it. All required clamps should be tightened properly using U-clamps, washers, screws and nuts. There are two connectors with pigtail cable already connected to ODU. These cables need to be connected to the ports of sector antenna. After connecting the cables, the connectors need to be protected using insulation tape, followed by weatherproofing and again insulation tape over and above the weatherproofing on all the connectors. In order to connect Cat6 cable to ODU, take out all the cap and washers from the connector and then insert it on Cat6 cable before connecting it to the ODU connector. Once cable is connected to the ODU, washers need to be pushed back inside the cap so that connection between ODU and cable is covered with the washers. Technician needs to ensure proper routing of Cat6 cable and earthing cable using cable ties wherever required. Earthing cable needs to be connected to the leg of tower using C-clamp. Cable should be inserted inside the shelter through rochet shell and it should have U-bend just before entry to the shelter to avoid rainwater entering into the shelter. DC PoE needs to be installed on rack or mount tray and to be powered on using 48-volt DC supply. The power connection to DC PoE through 6 amp rating MCB using red and black cables. One end of cable using thimbles should be connected on top of MCB while the other end should be connected to the DC PoE. Once PoE is powered on, the LED on it will turn to red color indication. Once it's connected to the PoE port, the LED will turn to green color indication. The LAN port of the PoE needs to be connected to the network equipment. All equipment and connections need to be labeled properly with required information on it, such as VLAN ID, management IP, WAN IP, customer name, etc. Cables should be labeled showing connection mentioning start and end points of the cables. After installing equipment at far end BTS, engineer should go at fiber node to test and make E1 ready and to patch it so that E1 connection can be patched and to be made through up to far end BTS. Engineer should identify provisioned port in RA at MUX and to check the provisioned port on giving slot of MUX. Status of the port can be checked using SFP. We need to ensure that provisioned WAN IP is pinging from that port. FE port of the MUX needs to be connected to the Ethernet port of the RICI, while E1 needs to be carried out from E1 port and needs to be patched at cron module. With this, we come to the end of the second step of RF installation, that is, installation at BTS end. Thank you.